So let me get this straight. The faithful sheriff is meant to be a FiveM police officer. There's a situation in voice chat with an Australian player. Instead of staying in character and RPing the scene out like a normal officer, he goes completely out of RP, starts involving other people, and begins belittling the Aussie. The Aussie doesn't fold. Sheriff doesn't like that.
About my job because I pointed out that the helicopter shouldn't be there.
Hey, I have somebody that I just...
2 minutes.
Huh?
Yep.
Blew it up.
I'm boss.
No, man.
I didn't blow it up. Someone hit it.
I know. I asked you a question. Who blew it up?
I don't know.
I think he wants a bullet.
Yeah, bro, he's parking his shit in the...
Where's this other
Can someone
SWAT member at?
Police officer.
Dude, he's in the staff.
I wouldn't leave this area, sir.
Yeah, where? Where is he?
I'm gonna kill
Bro,
He's in the staff
leave.
shit right
Get in
now.
your helicopter.
Where
and
in the
leave.
staff set?
Leave.
Huh?
Yep.
Blew it up.
I'm boss.
No, man.
I didn't blow it up. Someone hit it.
I know. I asked you a question. Who blew it up?
I don't know.
You're a cop, man, and you're sitting here talking to my employer.
I'm not a cop. I'm a Liberty Special Forces.
75 years later.
Say a
Damn.
name, bro. My name's Lachlan. I'll tell you what, bro. You need to move your
dude,
helicopter. Special forces. Someone blew up. Hang on. Special forces. Someone blew up your chopper. Chop it down, special forces, and you're worried about your mechanic.
Okay, you know what? I got bad guys to
Blow up your
I got
helicopter.
bad guys to bust, and this
Go get
guy
your
is
helicopter
being
bust.
hell of annoying.
You need to move your helicopter. What happened to your helicopter?
So he...
Looks like it got.
helicopters out
Looks
the front of my
like
business.
looks like it got moved.
Dude,
Bro, look what you've done. Look what you've done out the front
This
of our-
is
That's who you talk to, bitch ass Nick.
Yeah. This is... We all work here, bro.
People to kill me, and also,
He doesn't have a clip
Yes.
of that because I never had it.
harassing me and following me everywhere.
I'm making sure you don't park another helicopter. I'm making sure you don't injure
yo,
another
Sly, if
staff
you-
member or customer. You heard a customer, bro.
Then his alleged wife jumps into the Discord under the name Jesus is King, drops a multi-paragraph novel full of family cards, children cards, and "you're all harassers" lines, and the original faithful auditor reads it and nukes the entire project. 5 hours. That's all anyone got. Today we're going through the full chain. The RP fail. The staff who did nothing, Papa Peanut's name. And then we're going to sit with that long message from the alleged wife and properly rip it apart sweetheart style. Someone has to do it. I'm not sitting back. And I'm not letting them scare me off.
See you next time.
Josh's footage is a bit rough in places. Blame Josh. We're still using it. Let's fucking go. Standard notice. This is transformative commentary and criticism. All original footage belongs to the people who recorded it. Credits to Josh for the voice chat captures, even if the quality is a bit shit. Again, blame Josh. Credits to the faithful auditor for the earlier documentation work. This falls under fair use. If you don't like that, the comment section is free. Liberty99, the one and fucking only FiveM roleplay server. Heavy pay-to-win reputation, staff that somehow can't find the ban button when certain names are involved. The faithful sheriff has been a recurring problem. Community reports piling up, tickets going nowhere, warnings instead of actual consequences. Previous videos already covered a lot of that. This particular incident starts in voice chat. Josh was recording. Quality is what it is. Blame Josh. But the content is clear. There's an Australian player involved in a situation. The sheriff is online as an officer. In a normal FiveM server, the expectation is simple. Stay in character, handle the scene, RP it out. That is not what happened. Instead, the sheriff steps out of character, starts talking to other people, begins belittling the Aussie. The tone shifts from roleplay to personal. The Aussie doesn't back down. Well fucking done, Lachlan. Now the gassy sheriff gets arsey about it. That is the root of everything that follows. Not a grand conspiracy, not a coordinated harassment campaign, a police officer character failing to RP a scene, going personal, and then getting frustrated when the other person doesn't just accept it. From that point, the Discord starts heating up. Here's the faithful Josh on the 14th of July. Management do not even know why he isn't banned. The top of the top Peanut is protecting him. He won't ban him. No one will. Liberty99 is the worst server. Peanut needs his PC checking. Disgusting server. Then the screenshots of the conversation where someone is asked why he isn't banned, and the reply is the classic, I ain't got the powers. Without hard evidence, I can't do nothing. I see a lot of controversy. Classic protection pattern. No action. Lots of excuses. And the name at the top that keeps getting mentioned
what the hell is that
Peanut.
thing?
That's not us inventing a narrative. That's people inside the Discord saying it themselves. Then the account Jesus is King shows up. First message is short and to the point. I am Mrs. Witnesser, appealing to you. Harmless jokes about being a chud, okay. Please stop stalking and harassing and doxing, spreading harmful lies. He has a family and children. People immediately ask her to hop in voice chat so the conversation can actually happen in real time. She refuses. I can hear VC and there is no point talking in there. She can hear everything. She chooses text only. Then she posts the long one. All right, let's do this properly. Someone has to.
Think you have
no
the
soft
facilities
gloves.
for that, big man.
Let's rip this thing open. This is exactly the community you are fostering and allowing. It is documented and traced. Documented and traced by who? The same people whose reports keep getting ignored by staff. Bold start. Next, take trolling, prank streaming, and shock content creating too far, and it becomes online harassing and cyberstalking. Interesting. The line only becomes clear the second the criticism is aimed at her husband. The second it gets personal for her, suddenly it's harassment. Convenient. Then the pizza paragraph. Looking up a streamer's address to order pizza, that driver and store doesn't get paid. So funny to hurt real people. But it is so incredibly easy to watch a video and see what was actually said and context of him saying he talks to his 8-year-old kid all the time. One pizza joke is suddenly treated like a war crime, and then she immediately brings the 8-year-old into it. This is the pattern. Every single time the behaviour is challenged, the children appear in the next sentence like a human shield. If you truly care about your children, you don't drag them into the conversation the second someone criticises your husband's behaviour online. That's not protection, that's guilt tripping. And that ain't going to work with me. I have kids too.
That's a
Do
good
you see
one.
me acting like that online? Right, exactly. Exaggerating and lying, he talked to 5-year-olds in games, or a clip out of context 7 years ago. None of you really care about children. There are actual children in need being abused. Let's be precise here. Nobody on the documenting side was running around calling him a That was never the claim in the videos or the main chats we were tracking. The claim was the RP failure, the out-of-character behaviour, and the staff protection. But she frames the entire situation as if the critics are inventing accusations for clout and then lectures everyone about not caring about real children. You cannot drag the children into the conversation as a shield and then accuse the other side of not caring about children. That is not an appeal. That is pure emotional redirection and guilt-tripping faggotry. And again, if you care about your kids that much, leave them out of the drama. Don't use them as a human shield every time the conversation gets uncomfortable. That ain't gonna work with me. I have kids. You don't see me throwing them into every online argument to shut people down. There's a reason for that. Next, I personally love ripping into your comment as how much it pisses me off how you two are even parents. So much for parenting. When visceral vigilante justice controls you so much you don't even know right from wrong, or care about exaggerating or lying or stalking or doxing or swatting a dad with 2 small children and a wife. So you clearly do not care about children. Again, the children. And now the word swatting gets introduced out of nowhere. No one in the actual documentation was calling for swatting. But once that word is in the message, the whole conversation is suddenly reframed as dangerous extremist versus a family man with 2 small kids. That is a very effective tactic. It worked on the auditor. It will not work on us or me. She keeps fucking going. Does asking someone if they want to talk about the Bible or Jesus warrant such treatment, when he repeatedly has stated we all have free will to be not Christian? If it was simply, would you like to talk about the Bible? No one would be making videos. The issue has always been the way it was delivered, the tone, the out-of-character attacks, and the refusal to stay in RP when things got uncomfortable. Then the personal closing line, the fuckery, is designed to shut everything down. But perhaps I can make an appeal to those willing to listen. Please just stop stalking and harassing us. I am his wife of almost 15 years. Do you really think someone would stay married to someone on a list or in any way what people are lying about? This is wrong. You may not be Christian, but do you believe in treating others how you would want to be treated? Do you believe it is okay to try to ruin someone by lying about very serious things like abusing children? Almost 15 years of marriage is used as automatic proof that none of the criticism can be valid. The golden rule is quoted, and once again the children and the lying about abuse line appears. Let's call this what it fucking is. This is the full strategy in one message. Reframe all criticism as harassment and stalking. Bring the children in early and often. Accuse the other side of not caring about children. Introduce extreme language, swatting, doxing, ruining a family. Position herself as the reasonable, long-suffering wife just asking for basic human decency. It is emotionally efficient. It is also a complete sidestep of the original RP failure and the staff inaction. And the children card? Guilt tripping. Pure and fucking simple. If you care about your kids, don't bring them into the conversation every time someone holds your husband accountable for his behaviour. That ain't protection, that's using them. And that ain't gonna work with me. I have kids too. You don't see me acting like that online. Right, someone had to rip it apart. Here it is. Let's talk about the voice chat refusal for a second, because this part gets skipped too often. Multiple people in the Discord asked her to hop in voice call. Not to yell, not to pile on, just to talk it out in real time instead of dropping a novel and disappearing into text. Her response every single time, I can hear VC and there is no point talking in there. She can hear everything. She chooses not to speak. That is not the move of someone who wants de-escalation. That is the move of someone who wants full control of the narrative. Text lets you craft the perfect emotional paragraph. Voice forces you to answer in real time when someone says, okay, but what about the actual RP fail? She never answered that question. Not once. The people in the Discord at the time did not just sit there and accept the reframing. Yeah, no, when your husband is a piece of shit telling kids that they'll burn in hell, that's when I'm taking a vendetta with you and your husband. You both don't speak for God and are some of the worst Christians I have ever seen. Strong language. Frustration is obvious. He is reacting to the same pattern. The moral high ground combined with the behaviour that started the whole thing. Others point out the refusal to get in voice chat. One person literally says they are convinced it isn't even the wife because she won't speak on VC. Whether that is true or not is secondary. The choice to stay text only while accusing everyone of harassment is noticeable. Effective today, the faithful auditor experiment is over. I really just want all of this shit to go the fuck away, man. I'm stepping away from the content creation and probably the internet entirely. Everyone in this server has exactly 5 hours. There will be no extensions. There will be no countdown reminders. There will be no second chances. That is not a normal burnout post. That is someone who read the long emotional appeal, looked at the temperature of the server, and decided the entire project was no longer worth the cost. The alleged wife's message did exactly what it was designed to do. Let's talk about the pattern without the heat for a second. What we have is a roleplay server where a player in a position of authority failed to stay in character during a scene, escalated it personally, and then watched the situation grow. Staff responses were minimal. The name of a high-level figure kept being mentioned as the reason no real action was taken. When the criticism continued, the response was not, "Here is the context you are missing about the RP," or "Here is why the staff decision was correct." The response was a long emotional message that centered the family, the children, the length of the marriage, and the claim that the critics are the real danger. That is a very common internet strategy. It is effective because most people do not want to be seen as attacking a family. It shifts the conversation from the original behaviour to the character of the people criticising it. The problem is that it never actually addresses the RP failure. It never addresses the staff inaction. It never addresses why the same issues keep getting reported. If the goal was de-escalation, getting in voice chat and talking it through would have been the stronger move. Choosing text only while accusing the other side of harassment is a choice. Documentation of public behaviour in a public Discord is not the same thing as stalking. Criticism of roleplay failures and staff decisions is not the same thing as trying to ruin a family. Those distinctions matter even when the language on both sides gets heated. And dragging children into every reply as a shield, that's guilt tripping. If you care about them, leave them out of it. I have kids too. You don't see me doing that online for a reason. The original documenter decided it was no longer worth it. That is his right. The rest of us still have the recordings, the chats, and the timeline. The RP fail still happened. Look at the full sequence again. Behaviour happens, criticism starts, staff does nothing, alleged wife appears, children card gets played, guilt trip gets deployed, original documenter folds, server gets nuked. That is not a coincidence. That is a working strategy. It's circular on purpose. You can't criticise the tactic without being accused of the very thing the tactic is designed to protect against. So, to recap cleanly, Sheriff failed the RP and went personal with the Aussie. Staff did not handle it. Alleged wife posted a long emotional appeal centred on family and children. The faithful auditor read it and shut everything down. We still have the footage. Josh's quality is what it is. Blame Josh. But the content is there. The chats are saved. The timeline is clear. Someone had to rip that message apart. We just did. I'm not sitting back. I'm not letting the novels, the guilt trips, or the children cards scare me off. The emotional novels can keep coming. We'll keep showing what actually happened in the server. That's the video. Like it, leave a comment with your take, and if you want the next one even deeper on any specific clip, say so.
Bro,
In the staff
leave.
set right
Get in
now.
your helicopter
Where
and
in the
leave.
staff set?
Leave.
Did they take
Get
him
in your
away?
helicopter and leave. You can't park a helicopter there, mate.
Honestly.
You.
Yeah? It sounds like you want to get fired, because I'm sure Zach will not tolerate your attitude any much longer.
Just blew up a helicopter out the front of my business, endangering half of my staff. I tell you what, mate, it'll be fine.
I mean, Duke, you kind of did park your stuff right in the middle of the way over there.
You're being disrespectful to me again. I'm telling you,
being disrespectful.
if he don't shape up, he's gonna find himself without a job. In my opinion, I'll let you handle it,
In your
sir.
opinion, are you the owner of this establishment, sir?
I just said my
I'll tell you
opinion.
what, if you park a helicopter there again,
I just said my opinion. That's all.
my staff,
Helicopter there.
my fellow staff members' lives
Okay.
again, we're gonna have a problem. I'm gonna be
This
ringing
guy.
your fire up.
Hey, sir, I am a
Your job will
customer.
be
It didn't-
endangered.
Oh,
Talking
okay.
about my job.
All right, buddy.
Look where he parked the car, boss. He parked the helicopter.
There's no helicopter there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I got hit and it hit me.
Yeah. Yes. What's up, Zach? Okay. All right.
He literally parked the helicopter right there. It blew up.
Guys, get out. Go. Baby. Hey, baby. You're alive, aren't you? Stop your whining. Harassing me and following me everywhere?
I'm making sure you don't park another helicopter. I'm making sure you don't injure another staff member or customer. You hurt a customer, bro.
Dude, if he was on your compound,